Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're here for the first time, welcome. My name is Martina, and for my regular viewers, welcome back. So I don't know if I did mention, I may have mentioned it before, but my husband and I, we basically live in Tortola, and we were here when Hurricane Irma hit. But I left soon afterwards, and my husband stayed. If I didn't say that story before, what I'll leave a card on the top right hand part of the screen so you can check out my videos that I did, and I did a little article so you could read my little story. So I wouldn't bore you with that that story right now. So because I want to share something else with you today. So right now, while I was in Trinidad for about 4 months. I came back last week Monday, so I'm back here in Tortola. So everything is like a little crazy, messy, and places still leaking and stuff. Lots of cleaning to do and thing. Anyway, what I want to share with you today. Now, on the day of the hurricane in September, I can't remember the exact, I think the 6th or the 7th, right? When it actually happened. Now, I think my husband and I, we took it for granted that this thing would just pass by, and we were just, thinking we just passed by and everything. So when it really got serious, right, we went to the bathroom and we sat down on the ground there, and just waiting this thing to pass through. And then it got really like even more serious, and I was getting scared. So I told him, I said I want to get to the bathroom, and we went in the closet. Now in the closet I have some containers. I'll show you what the containers look like. Containers, bins, I don't know what you call them, but I call them containers. Right now in these containers I have I put my curtains. I have my stash of curtains, and in each set I put those curtains in a plastic bag, and I put everything in a bin. So I had these bins in my closet on the ground, right? And what we did, I had about 2 of them in the closet. The reason I put them there is because I could get them easy myself. I don't really have to harass anybody to take it down from the closet for me. I could just pull it out and get my curtains and put them back. So what we did was, after we left the bathroom on the day of the hurricane, we left the bathroom, went in the closet. Right now, at that point the water was coming into the house and everything. The place was wet, flooded and everything. And we went into the closet and we sat on top of these bins, and it was able to support both of us, right? At one point I think I sat like this, and my husband sat between my legs here, and we were able to put our legs on the other bin, right? And so our feet would not be in the water, right? I remember that so clearly, and then after a while I said, you know what, these bins are like kind of like a lifesaver sort of thing, right? And I'm so grateful I had those bins that we were able to sit down on, and they were able to support us. Right now I have one right here. The table that we had to discard that, right? So I have a bin right here on the ground. Yeah, so right now, this bin that I have right next to me here, I'm using it right now as a table, because like I was saying before, the table that we had, our dining table, we had to discard that because basically soaked with water, and it was no longer any good. So in the meantime, I'm using this bin that I have my my camera gear and everything inside of here as a table. I haven't even sorted out this bin yet to see what's happening, but I have to go and pick up my husband right now. So when I come back, I'll show you exactly what the bins look like, and just to talk about these bins, because they're great storage, to store your stuff. And also too, I remember particularly one bin that I had, I do adult coloring too as well. I try to get myself into that sometimes, and I had a stash of these adult coloring books in a bin. Now this bin was in the room where there's a lot of, in my spare room where I have all my little office, mini office sort of thing, right? And a lot of water's coming in that room too as well. And that bin, everything was in that bin was dry afterwards, and I was really amazed that everything, and this paper, right, everything in there was dry, so that's another thing too, another reason why these bins are so important to me right now. I just want to share with everybody that, get some bins. They're good for storage. If you have stuff like you're not using regular, you just put them in your bins, put them on the top of your closet, and I don't know, I just have a thing for these bins now that I just think I need to share this message. Okay, so I'm going to show you the type of bins that I have, and yeah, so I'll be back. Okay, so these are some of my bins that I have right now. The ones at the top, the one to the top is the one I was telling you about, that has the that has my adult coloring books and stuff, and everything was intact after the hurricane. Everything was dry. Again, I was truly amazed at how everything in that bin there was no water in there. The second one, and the second and third, the last one is the one that I have my shower curtains in. Not shower curtains, my regular curtains. and I have them sorted out, you know, in little bags inside the bin. As you can see, that bin has some wheels at the bottom. The reason I got that is, as I mentioned before, I have it in my closet, and with the curtains in there, it will be a bit heavy. So with the wheels, I could easily move it from my closet without any problem, you know. So, and then sometimes too, I have some, as you can see here, the one in the middle is basically a solid color. The reason I chose that one is, like, you know, sometimes it depends on where you're storing your stuff. You don't really want to see inside, but that has a pro and a con. Sometimes when you do that, I don't know what I have in the bin, but I guess to counteract that, I'll just probably have to label the bin, so I know exactly easily what's inside the bin, you know. So that's why I have that solid bin. So like, you know, like if you have it on your closet, you wouldn't see the ugliness inside, you know. So as an alternative as well. So yeah, this is my bins that I have that I'm cherishing right now, and I really have to share this with you. Yeah, so what I'll do, I'll leave links in the description box below, so for different types of bins that you could get. The one with the wheels, the one that is clear where you could see the contents from outside, the ones with a solid color, and so you can get one that, you know, and start storing your stuff, you know, keep them safe, especially your treasured items. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, click on the thumbs up button, leave a comment for me, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.